What the hell is this? We bought these from Costco, like what?
Why haven't I contracted this so-called disease?
Mourning the death of another.
What the heck are they injecting? I don't understand. I need to go check my own toilet paper now to see if there's any weird holes or anything. Wouldn't we be able to see it if they were contaminating it? How is it getting through? Welcome back, goons. You're watching Explore the Weird. A lot of weird things in this compilation. Hopefully you get through all of it. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's go to the mountain.
Lie. Everything we've been taught in the American education system is all a lie. Yes, Native Americans weren't the original people of this land. We actually took it from black people. We were so good at it that we just wiped out any trace of their language and their culture.
Wait, what? I don't know anything about history. History has been lied to. We've been lied to so many times. Is this the actual truth? Someone tell me. Someone tell me.
Captain Cook went to Australia and put the Rothschild Windsor flag on Aboriginal land, but they were already in their buildings in Sydney and Melbourne. They were already there.
You're saying some of these buildings are thousands of years old?
Tartarian. It comes from Russia, and just near Moscow to the east, you'll see modern-day Tatar Empire, which is not legally in Russia, but physically in Russia. When the Bolsheviks from Wall Street destroyed Russia and killed 100 million Christians and set up Bolshevik Russian systems, they destroyed the Tartarian
Empire.
Yes. And even in Germany, you know, Dresden and all of that, that was Tartaria. They had to destroy America, Russia, and Germany because they were just too advanced in Tartarian free energy, magnetism. All of those turrets and tors and all those beautiful, highly ornamented Edwardian and Georgian so-called buildings were harvesting magnetic energy. So what they did was to enslave people, you've got to make them pay for their energy. Before it was free, you know, we had free energy, free food, everything was free. So what they did, the Colonna family went westward and the Venetians, they went eastward. What they did was controlled their ports. Not to control the lands and everything, like Rothschild said, I don't care who makes the laws, I want to control the purse strings, the money.
Money.
That's Venetian.
I'm not allowed to say certain things, but this is how they hide everything. So if you want to understand what you are, where we are, this ebook will literally unveil that to you.
We're going to keep learning without the ebook. At this point, the ebook's plastered everywhere. We know all the information in there. Yeah, Tartaria existed. It was called many names, but we now know. We now know.
Oh yeah, look at this. This is cool. There's the spaceship. You see it? It's right there. Yes, it is. I guarantee it, Veronica. Look at it. No, that's what me. Look at it.
I'm telling you, it's just us. The United States has a Dorito-looking spaceship, UAP, and it's called the TR-3B. Yeah, and they got camouflage technology, looking real good.
So it looks like I have to send you back to Earth. No, it is ghetto there. Well, that's why I'm sending you back. We have to gentrify it. They're so unevolved. The last time I was there, they unalived me for being a witch.
Get the witch!
And the time before that, they unalived me for heresy. Well, according to your soul contract, that's what you signed up for. I don't remember signing up to have my head chopped off for trying to explain to people that the material world is a trap for the soul and the way out of it is to go within yourself and find enlightenment. The collective wasn't ready for you during those particular times. They've forgotten their true purpose. So what's the purpose of forgetting if I already know this going in? Forgetting allows for free will and genuine spiritual growth, allowing the soul to fully engage in the human experience. By starting each life with a blank slate, Individuals are given the opportunity to rediscover their spiritual nature through experiences, struggle, and personal development, without being overwhelmed with the memories of a past life. So why am I going back again? To complete your mission of elevating the collective consciousness of Earth. But what if I forget my assignment? You won't. As long as you continue to meditate and pay attention to the synchronicities, you'll be all right. There will be many reminders along your journey to remind you of your mission. Now please sign here. Fine. Let's do it again.
Reincarnation is a thing in my religion. We're gonna do it again, and we'll always come back till we all achieve enlightenment, till we all transcend together. I love the goons. Love the goons. By the way, goons, did you interact with the video before the video even started like a true goon should? Come on now. Come on now. How many more videos do I need to keep telling you? At this point, it should be second nature. Oh, petty video. Let me click on the like. Hey, let's keep it going.
The Elohim, the sons of God, or were the Elohim
they were the Anunnaki, and it is their sons born on earth who married the daughters of Adam.
So then we could say then what you're saying is the Elohim were the ones that in the Hebrew is referred to as the sons of God.
No, the Elohim are what the Sumerians called Anunnaki.
Okay.
Those who from heaven to earth came. Mm-hmm. They are Elohim in the Bible. Indeed, when you encounter this term, and mostly in connection with the so-called pagan gods that are also called Elohim in the Bible. Indeed, at some point, Joshua gives the Israelites, before they cross the Jordan into the promised land, they say, you now have a choice, like make up your mind. Do you want to follow the Elohim of Egypt? Do you want to follow the Elohim of Mesopotamia? Or do you want to follow Yahweh as the monotheistic concept of one God that rules, controls, designs, etc., everything?
Yo, that is a cool explanation. The Elohim of Egypt or the different Elohims. And Elohims are Anunnakis. Anunnaki. All right, I'm figuring the things out. This kind of makes sense to me.
Demonstrations and experiments to perform by gluing a mirror on the end of a tuning fork. If you shine a laser light on the mirror and then wiggle it around when it's struck, you'll notice that you get the sine curve. That's right, the tuning fork is vibrating in a sinusoidal pattern. Combining two tuning forks and pointing them at perpendicular angles, you can generate the original Lissajous figures.
Yo, I don't even know how we landed at yin yang from the sine wave from the laser tuning fork. Pretty cool, pretty cool. This is the Terrence Howard. They made a straight line. You need the linchpin. Never mind, we're gonna keep it going.
World's first VR headset that kills you if you die in the game is about to be released. The way it works is there's three little tubes that stick outside the headset, and they're aimed directly at your brain. And when, you die in a game, well, they explode. As of right now, he's currently working on a new model that you can't take off your head. In fact, the only time you can actually take it off your head is when you either A, finish the game, or B, well, you lost the game, so you would no longer be with us. This headset might actually hit shelves, not here in the US, but certainly in other countries. So make sure you're following and I'll update you the second one of these is on a shelf in a store.
How is this being sold? How is this allowed? Who's buying this? Who's buying this? Yeah, it's very fishy things going on there. Was this all part of a movie set? What was this being done for? NASA? NASA?
When I started reading the mechanical characteristics of a gyroscope, the question that had dogged my mind for 3 years, how did that current know which direction to go? And why was it when you went parallel, you'd get nothing? I saw the laws of a gyroscope match that exactly. If you study the laws of a gyroscope, if you pivot that one direction, it goes one way. You pivot the other way, it goes the other way. If I turn it around 180 degrees, now if I push it up, it goes the opposite direction. Push it up, it goes the opposite direction. If I go parallel, it does not pivot. As long as I maintain a parallel position. That's exactly what happens when you move a conductor through a magnetic field. You push down on it, the current will go in one direction. You push up, it will go in the opposite direction. You turn the magnet over 180 degrees, everything will reverse. You push down parallel to the lines of force with the copper wire, and you get nothing. It told me that the energy in a magnetic field was a gyroscopic particle. When the atoms align, the magnetic field will appear, come outside the boundaries of the material, and gives you a running river that you can tap into. Now, you let the atoms disalign. You can do it by hitting it. You can put heat into it. You'll get random motion of the atoms. The magnetic field goes back into the boundaries of the material, and man does not have access to it.
I'm telling you, electromagnetic field theory is a thing. It's so cool. It's so cool.
My name is Dr. Tapper. I am in private practice in Omaha, Nebraska. I don't wear a mask. I see over 200 patients a week. I come in close proximity with every patient that I come across. Why haven't I contracted this so-called disease? Americans make up 5% of the world population, but yet we take in 65 to 70% of the world's pharmaceutical drugs. We are one of 2 countries that allows pharmaceutical advertisements on the television. But yet, 80% of Americans are suffering with a chronic disease associated with poor lifestyle choices. 700,000 people will die of heart disease this year alone.
Doctor, please bring yourself in order.
600,000 people will die of cancer. 300,000 people will die of obesity this year. When is enough enough? If this is truly about health, then mandate healthy living, exercise, good food choices, chiropractic, outlaw tobacco and cigarettes, processed sugars. I believe it was Thomas Jefferson who stated, if people let the government decide what foods they eat and what medicines they take, their bodies will soon be in a sorry state as those souls who live under tyranny. You see, God made your body self-healing, self-regulating. If you give the body what it needs, it can be healthy. It is like the wilted plant that sits under the sun. An allopathic model to that is to shield the sun.
Man, I love when doctors are telling us the truths, and there's a lot of videos we've been getting recently where doctors are like, hey, that medical system is against us, and I'm a good doctor. There are good doctors. Thank you, doctor.
I'd like you to think of something you always wanted to do, Marianne, that you didn't think you could. Like, I can't sing, I can't bowl, I can't skydive, I can't start a business and run a family. You know, anything at all that feels true for you. You got one? Okay, can you say it out loud?
I can't swim in the ocean out too far.
I can't swim in the ocean out too far. So say it again.
I can't swim in the ocean out too far.
And notice what happens to your arm. Now say, I can swim out in the ocean as far as I want.
I can swim out in the ocean as far as I want.
One more time.
I can swim out in the ocean as far as I want.
And resist. Notice what happens now. You're twice as strong. So what happens is when you say I can't, you actually weaken yourself. You weaken your resolve. You actually change your physiology, become less resourceful. You're less capable to actually do the thing you're saying I can't. So it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
I can grow in the YouTube algorithm. They can't keep me down. We are all going to grow. The goons are going to grow. You can. You can.
Hey, Costco. What the hell is this? We bought these from Costco, like what, a few days ago? And they were green. They were never yellow. They went from green to gray. And they sound like a squeaky shoe. I thought all the videos about the food being fake nowadays was just a conspiracy theory, but like, I've never seen fruit turn this color before. What is this? What is that? Do you hear this? Look at the texture of it. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and try to open one, but like, I've never seen a banana look like this in my life. Or feel like this. It feels like rubber. Notice the stem. Look at...
Oh, Oh, this girl's touching it with her bare hands. At least put some gloves on. And also, this girl looks familiar. Is this the crazy, like, airplane tips and tricks girl, and then everything just turns into her OF or something? Oh, boy. Maybe she doesn't even have an O. Never mind. I'm sorry. We're going to keep it going.
Is anybody else shamanically tired? I'm like, what is this? Is this late-stage capitalism or allergies? Am I, getting pegged by Pluto or Mercury or some planet, or perhaps I need more magnesium? Like, is this a natural reaction to the endless war machine, or am I waking up at 4 a.m. because of my liver? Also, why can you see my aura right now? Like, what is going on? My skeleton is tired. It's like my bones don't want to move forward. Is that because of corporate corruption, or I need more minerals in my water?
It sounds like you just need some magnesium and B12. I think everything's going to be okay. It's just the things of aging. Hey, you're not what you used to be, but hey, you can get some things that can help you. You can get some things that help you detox yourself. You're a shaman. You should know this. Come on now. Make yourself better.
I just want to give a little bit of insight that will hopefully make a few things make sense for you. Speaking across frequency barriers, there's a very huge difference in frequency between one and another. It really, you can think of it like shouting through a very long tube. And the farther away you are, the longer the tube is, okay? It's not that they don't want to hear you. They quite literally cannot hear you, okay? They will not be able to comprehend you or to understand what you're saying if you are speaking across a very large frequency barrier. The intelligence is not climbing higher and making yourself less relatable. The intelligence is in meeting people where they're at, figuring out how far away is their understanding, and actually meet them there and walk them to where you are. That's the only hope, actually. You're not going to force someone to come into realization. It's impossible. That is done by the self alone. You'll notice some people, when you speak to them, you're looking them in the eye, and they're seeing your eye, and you're seeing each other's eyes. That's not going to be everyone, because you're speaking across frequency barriers. That's what we really don't understand. People actually can't see and hear you if you're very far in frequency from them. It will just conform to their reality. Whatever you are will appear to them as whatever their reality is.
Okay. I feel like, yeah, this kind of makes sense. I mean, I like the tunnel explanation. We're all in that tube. You can hear me on the other side.
Will change your life, so stay with me here. All humans operate in a belief system. It's like we're computers and our belief system is our operating system. And we're awakening from a period where our beliefs were heavily influenced by institutions of control. Things like religions, cultures, and governments. They told us what to think and how to believe. And that worked in terms of building societies. It got us to where we are now. And because of our advances in things like travel and communication, we're coming together like never before and learning from each other. We're becoming wiser. We're wising up to the matrix. You see, each generation is born up to speed with their time, and more are awakening to the reality that all reality is an illusion of our own creation, and that we're only controlled when we allow ourselves to be. This is why things like politics and religion are becoming more and more ridiculous while attempting to reassert their dominance, because they know they are dying and their era is ending. As more and more awaken and stop giving power to the old matrix, the more it will attempt to draw us back in. But only fear will accomplish that. So how do you allow yourself to awaken without fear? By understanding that the only real law is universal law, the law of conscious creation. We create our reality via our belief system. But many get tripped up thinking that they can create a system where they only manifest things that they want. And of course, this idea is,
hey, you can manifest what you need to, but if it doesn't work out, don't give up. You just keep manifesting it. At one point, it could happen. All right, interesting. I'm not here to change your religion or political views, but this guy, hey, he's a creator, and he can project whatever he wants. And sometimes it may not work out for him, but he knows, hey, it's a universal law. All right, that is freaky, and it is very realistic. That literally looks like a real place somewhere. I can't believe it's a CGI in Unreal Engine 5. That's crazy.
I'm told that this is just ice crystals. Have a look above the sky where I work. This is ice crystals. There. Can you see all that? Well, if that's ice crystals, it's screwing up our sunlight. That's affecting our weather. That's affecting the sunlight we get. That's why my tomatoes aren't ripening. I mean, look at this lot. Ice crystals? What kind of cloud formations do this? Don't recall seeing this when I was a kid. And if it is ice crystals, and if it is some sort of pollutant from engines or whatever, it's affecting our weather. It's affecting our climate. I think it is, because that blocks out the sun. It's blown my mind this morning seeing that lot up there. And here's more of it round the corner. And up here, you can see it's forming cloud. It's spreading out and forming clouds. What is this?
It does appear like you're being cloud seeded. Hey, you may have another issue. I don't think them be ice crystals. They don't look like ice crystals. Did anyone else notice the sky change? And we've been getting videos where people like get on their camera and the sky changes. And they're like, oh my God, the sky changed and no one did. Exposure. Exposure. Literally, the proof is right here.
Only an absolute silly would try and do an invisibility spell. True magicians know better than to do that. Do you know why? Because you don't want to be invisibility. You want to be out of visibility. See how they've reversed our words once more to trick us. Like, for example, insanity. If someone goes, that's insanity. Well, that's insanity. It's not out of sanity. So, cool. I am insanity. And what about incorrect? You can be correct. And if you're incorrect or incorrectness, you're incorrect. You're being correct. So, you're in or out. So, it's funny again how they just change our words and they trick us and they make us cast these spells we don't even realise we're casting. So naughty.
Yo, be careful what you say. Be careful the words that you use. You do good things, have good karma. That is the way. That is the way.
When you're fully awake, you will find yourself never again mourning the death of another. Not even for a moment. You might mourn your loss, but not their death. In fact, you'll actually celebrate their death by celebrating both the moments of love and joy that they shared with you and the fact that they're now continuing to live in the free and wondrous expression of their evolutionary process. You would likewise neither fear nor mourn your own death, and for precisely the same reason. How's that possible? How can we not mourn the death of another? Because you wouldn't be sad for something that's not true, that's not even happening. When was the last time you were really sad for a long period of time about something that didn't happen? I'm really sad that I fell down the stairs. But you never fell down the stairs. I know, but I'm sad anyway. You wouldn't do that. So why would you be sad because somebody has celebrated their continuation day? You see, the whole point of this particular lesson is to embrace the notion that death does not exist. Now, this is not a new age philosophy. This is not some kind of a new thought principle. Do you realize that every major religion on the face of the earth teaches us that death does not exist?
Wow, this is crazy. I literally wake up every day as if it's my last, and it makes me much better because I know reincarnation is a thing, transcending is a thing. We're all going to meet again. and it's going to be okay. It may be tough now, but it will get better once we all energies aren't destroyed, right? Or where souls are destroyed at some point. We're all going to know. We're all going to awaken. You are awakened. But I can understand if you feel sorrow. Guys, you made it to the end. How'd you do? A lot of interesting videos on this one. Definitely making me think. Definitely making me think. There should be videos on the screen now. Click on either one of them. Continue the Goon Fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Triple G's. Wake up, wake up, wake up.